Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Resin Me Up. Today is Wednesday. What does Wednesday mean? Of course, coasting through the week. And for those of you that are new here and don't know what coasting through the week is, that is a collaboration between myself, Tammy over at EPOXY Me That, and Marva over at Marvelous Artsy. And then we always have quite a few people that join in with us. I'm going to give a couple shout outs here. Tim at the Base Resonator, he always joins every week. Laura at Laura's Design Studio, she joins every week. And Karen at the Dragon's Cave, she joins every single week. And so I want to give shout outs to those channels because they join every single week. So make sure you go and check out those channels. I will be putting a link for the playlist in my description box, and their videos will be included in that list. So make sure you go check out their channels. Okay, so today, what I'm going to be creating, because I am so far behind on videos because of my lovely internet being down because of storms. I'm sure lots of people have had all this rain that's going through, but mine was so extreme. My goodness, you guys. We had transformers blowing everywhere. I was sitting in my chair yesterday because I had to use my hotspot just to even do anything. But I was sitting there, all of a sudden I hear this kabang, and it sounded like somebody's house blew up. I was like, oh my goodness. I go running to the door. I couldn't see anything, but it was close. And yeah, scared me to death. And a couple years ago, about this time, this same thing happened down the street. And it was literally a transformer on one of the main streets. And it was a friend of ours, and it literally caught on fire. And the power lines fell on top of her house. And thank God she was gone that day, but it made her house literally electrified. If she would have been home that day, she would have died because her house was electrified. Craziness. So, what we're going to do today, and I've already taken the liberty of, these are the bow coasters from Resin Molds Express. Remember, I showed these to you last week when I unboxed. So what I did, just to speed this process up a bit, is I went in and, nothing is more elegant than gold and silver, or, vice versa. And so what I did was I went in and took the Bond CRAFTOR UV resin, and I picked out 2 of Laura's sparkly glitters. I used the silver pixie dust, and it is really pretty. Let me open it here. Isn't that pretty? And then I used her Galaxy Black. This one goes everywhere. And I mixed that with the UV resin. Now it's all over my table again. And I poured it in layers, and I filled those up with that just to save time. And so those are done and ready to go. And now what we're going to do is we're going to pour one in white, one in black, just to have the opposite. So I'm going to pour some in here. Actually, I don't even know how much I need to fill these up. So I might just split this evenly. So I had 140 mLs. Okay, if I need more, I can get more. So for the black, I'm going to use Laura's Larez. Whoa. Black, Midnight Black, and her Angel White. Well, it's not hers, it's from Larez, but she stocks it. And that's going to go on top of the silver pixie dust. Scrape all that off on the sides with the resin. And I am using the Bond Crafter 1-to-1. You guys, Bond Crafter has some really wonderful stuff coming out. I talked to my rep last night because I sent her my video of Mr. Snail over here, and she was talking to me about new stuff that's coming out. I can't tell you what it is, but she was telling me, and I was like, oh my God, I'm excited. Okay, there's that one. I did end up moving my RESINERS thing away so it wasn't so close because it's so loud. It's just over on my table now behind me. Okay, now we'll do the white. I'm getting glitter everywhere. That black glitter is just craziness. It's so fine. So today's going to just be some simple coasters to see how these come out. These bow coasters. Nothing too spectacular. Just because I'm so behind on getting videos out. I do want to mention Renee's live this coming Saturday with Let's Resin and Amazon. She, I think it's, Gosh, you guys, I didn't write the time down. I think it's, I better not say the time because I can't remember what it is, but I have posted it in my description box. She has posted it um, on her channel. Marva has posted it in her description box. She has mentioned it um, in her videos. So make sure you guys go and watch that. I did post the link in my description box, so it has the time in it. But I just wanted to make sure that I mention it because she wants to try to get as many people in that live as possible. Okay, I'm going to spritz these. And if you haven't ever joined one of her lives, now is the time to do that because they're so fun and they give away prizes and it's just great. Wow, that was perfect. Perfect. Kind of a little bit of mixed. Okay, there's the white one. It's crazy. That thing is right behind me and it can pick up that alcohol from here. Craziness. Okay. Now the black. I'm really hoping that these things did not shrink. The UV resin didn't shrink and any of this goes underneath. So cross your fingers that didn't happen. Because you know how UV resin likes to shrink. All right, that was perfect. Perfect guess. All right, y'all. I will get these on my heat mat and we'll come back in a couple hours and they should be ready to come out. Even though I did UV them underneath or put my, good grief, put my UV lamp underneath them, I may have to do that afterwards. They might be just a little sticky, but I don't know. Hopefully it cured them all the way through top and bottom. So, all right, y'all. We'll see you in a couple hours. Hey, bye. Hey, everyone. Welcome back. These are done. Gosh, my top of my table is covered with that glitter. Okay, let's go ahead and get these out of here. Ugh. Wouldn't you know it? Looks like they're stuck. Hopefully, not too bad. Good grief. Yeah, not too bad. They're coming right off. That one's a little stuck. My goodness. That's unbelievable. I don't know what it is about these kinds of molds. Let's see what I can do here. Just a second. Now that is the strangest thing I have ever seen. The resin literally bonded to the mold. Can you believe that? It's literally just been sitting here curing. I've never had that happen before. So you can feel when I took it off, the mold literally bonded to the resin. That is like the strangest thing I've ever seen. This is just the resin. The UV didn't bond. The resin did. That is craziness. It did here too, there, and back here. So strange. So you can literally feel the mold. And right there. And look how thin that is. So thin. So that couldn't have gotten that hot. It is kind of a little sticky where the UV is, but as far as the actual resin itself, it's just been sitting here curing all by itself. No heat, no bubbles. I mean, no bubbles, no lighter, no nothing. I just let it cure on its own. Isn't that weird? Well, I don't really have any way to fix that, because I think if I put a top coat on it, it's just going to show right through. That's craziness. That's the second time I've had that happen. Huh. Interesting. Well, I don't know if a top coat would show that or not. Well, I'm going to top coat them. I'm going to use UV resin. I'm not going to waste my time with let's see what it does if I put, yeah, I think you're going to be able to see that. I'll be right back. Sorry guys, I was looking for some stickers and I thought that these would look really pretty on here. So we're just going to stick these on here. I can get them off. Oh, well, that just came right off. Since it's so plain on the center there, but I just think that these coasters would be great for like, you could use them for like birth announcements. you know. Could just about use them for any kind of an announcement, you know. If you had, you could make like this part out here blue or pink, and then you could print out, you know, your sticker for a birth announcement or anything like that. This would be great ideas for that. Of course, my hands are sticky. Let me get a I thought these would look nice on here. These are just kind of plain. It just gives them a little character. I mean, around in here, some of my black kind of went a little rogue, but other than that, I think they turned out pretty good. What do you guys think? I mean, I would have gladly have cleaned that up, but it was stuck with UV resin. So, and then I thought we could go around these with silver pin on one and maybe a black pin on the other. Clean this up just a little bit here. I mean, just to, or we could leave them just like they are. What do you guys think? You guys like them? I mean, they're okay, but I think you could probably dress them up a whole lot more if you wanted to. So yeah, there you have it. There's the bow coasters. They're not very thick. Very thin coasters. So they're not. Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, that's it for me on these coasters for coasting through the week. So yeah. So y'all remember, go out and check out the playlist. I'll link that in my description box. And I will also link Laura's product in my description box. And don't forget to go check out Renee's live on Saturday. I also have that in my community tab. So if you're interested in that, go check it out. So yeah. All right, y'all. Well, remember, stay curious, stay creative, and always stay positive. And we will see you on the next video. All right, y'all. Good night.